The game of curling is a popular sport and can be seen all around the world today. The main purpose of the game is to have 4 players on each team, with a total of 8 on the ice within one game. 4 people will pick the red color, while the other 4 people will pick their yellow color. The opposition of the game is who can get the most points in a game. Per end, there are 16 rocks. 8 rocks for the red and 8 rocks for the yellow. In order to score, you have to get however many points as closest to the middle of the button as you can. The button is in the middle, followed by the 4-foot, the 8-foot, and the 12-foot, considered as a button, red, white, and blue for beginners. There is a skip that is present at the other end of the ice and will hold the broom in order in where he wants you to have your rock. He will ice you accordingly according to the way that the ice is and the weight that you have while you're delivering. There are 2 types of turns, an in turn and an out turn. Your out turn would be on this side of the ice, turning your elbow towards the edge of the sheet. Whereas your in turn would be on the opposite end of the house as you are turning your elbow into the center of the button. This is an efficient technique on how I remembered how my out turn and my in turns were. In order for an out turn to take place, you take the rock, you hold it at a 10 o'clock position, and this is how you release the rock, going out towards the end of the sheet with hopes to get it to the middle of the house. Whereas an in turn is you would set it at the opposite way and you would throw with hopes of also getting it to the middle of the sheet. Another important part of the game of curling is taking out. Taking out can be seen as you would get rid of the opposition's rock with hopes of scoring big on an end in order to win the game. For a takeout, the skip will usually do icing that will allow for the perfect ice conditions. This can be seen on the edge of the rock as an out turn, as an in turn, or on the opposite end of the rock with your out turn. This is good, and a demonstration of a yellow rock taking out of a red rock would include that. If this was a scoring instance, we have 4 rocks present in the ring. So we would know that the ones, as I said earlier, that are in the 8-foot, the yellow one and the red one would cancel out. The red one and the yellow one are closer to the button. Sometimes a measuring stick will be used to measure to see who is the closest to the button. In this case here, yellow would get the point. Another important thing through curling is how to keep score in a curling game. Each curling game will have a scoreboard that will keep track of how many points your team has scored as well as the other team. If we were to keep score between the first and the second end, and if yellow got 2 points on the first end, their number 1 would go right above the 2, as in 2 points and 1. If red happened to score in the second end 1 point, they would have 1 point underneath 1, signifying a 2-1 score for the yellow after 2 ends of play. Curling is a very active sport that focuses on balance, flexibility, rotation, and as long as engagement with their peers. It is an important sport that is played all across Canada, and I think should be included in the phys ed curriculum from all ages from K to 12. Thank you for watching.